Hi, guys. Welcome to a new episode of the podcast No More Secrets. I am so excited to be here with you again. I had a little break for a few weeks because I really had to adjust to my new life. I'm a student now. And I needed some time for myself, and that's also where I want to talk about today because the feelings, all the feelings, all the things that you experience when you're in recovery and when you're not numbing your pain anymore. Well, I introduce myself first for the people that don't know me. I'm Christa and I am a recovering addict. I was addicted for 35 years and I'm now in recovery for 14 months and I'm sharing my recovery journey with you all in the hope to inspire you, to give you courage, to give you hope that recovery is possible because we do recover. People, we do recover. Yes, we do. And I'm the sitting proof of it. So, yeah. So I wanted to talk with you a little bit about what happens in my recovery the last couple of weeks. I have been through a lot. Really, I've been through a lot, and but the most beautiful thing about it is that I can handle everything clean now. I was addicted to fentanyl, to oxycodone, to benzos, to coke, to marijuana, to party drugs, to a lot of substances. So, and I used from the age of 13. So I never experienced feelings in a normal way. I've never been clean for one day, besides my pregnancies. So, I have 4 children. So, um, yeah. So the feelings you get when you are getting clean and sober and they are intense, and I really experience them as intense because I'm doing this podcast, but I'm speaking from out of my own experience. Of course I can't speak for you all, but yeah, I hope you can relate and find something in it that can help you. And if you need help, reach out, please. Or otherwise send a DM on my social medias on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Because you're not alone. There is help there for you. You really are not alone. I really felt when I was in my addiction, and the strange thing was that I even didn't realize the first, what would I say, I think 30 years of my addiction that I was a real addict. I was a functional addict. I did everything that the society and everybody expected from me. Well, what I thought they expected from me, but the last years of my addiction, I got addicted to cocaine, and yeah, then the spiral came, and I numbed my pain because I had a really traumatizing experience a few years ago, well, all my life, but that was really the last drop, and I couldn't survive. I couldn't live without numbing it because I thought I was alone, and I was too ashamed and too scared to ask for help. And the moment that I asked for help, everything changed. Everything. I got clean all by myself. I got clean cold turkey. Please never do that because it's very dangerous, especially from opiates and benzos. It's really, really fucking dangerous because you can have a psychosis, you can have heart failures. It's really dangerous. I still have the complications from it now because my blood pressure is very low, and it's because I didn't um, build it off, you know. So I didn't detox from it. I just quit. I made a date for myself. This is the date that I'm going to quit. And I told nobody because nobody knew I was addicted. And yeah, guys, then the feelings came, you know, and especially the first few weeks when my withdrawals were so bad. My body ached so much, and but I didn't want anybody to know, especially not my children, and because yeah, that the conclusions I have today is that uh, I was addicted because I was a mom, and that doesn't mean that it's my children's fault. No, 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 no. No, it means that I couldn't have been a mom if I wasn't addicted because I couldn't deal with all the trauma that I had inside, all the pain. You know, um, it's not the substance and it's not the things you use in your addiction that's your addiction. No, it's all the pain under your addiction. And yeah, that came up when I got clean and it came up big time. I can say now after 14 months, and I'm really happy with that, that I am pretty stable in the sense that my longing for substance, I don't have it the last couple of weeks. But you know, every day I say to myself, today I choose to never use again, but only for today. I choose that. And that keeps me clean and going to meetings and talk about my feelings, having a sponsor. You know, it's for everyone. It's personal because there are people that don't like going to meetings or don't want to do the 12-step program or um, yeah, but for me it really helps. It really helps. And what really helped me in the start of my recovery journey was that when I was, I think 3 months, yeah, I think 3 months I was clean, and I felt so lonely because I couldn't share it. Well, I decided that I couldn't share it with nobody because then they knew that I was an addict, you know. So um, and I was still too ashamed. I only watched podcasts on YouTube. I read books, things like that, because I needed recognition. You know, I needed um, to know that I wasn't the only one that was feeling that way during my clean time. And but then I signed myself up for a transformational coaching, and that was so amazing. It was so tough because I reprogrammed my brain. I healed from a lot of trauma. I learned to open up about my addiction, and but still my environment didn't know. So yeah, that was really my life savior. So the first 6 months of my recovery, I I didn't go to a rehab facility. I didn't go to treatments. I didn't go to meetings. I didn't. But after 5.5 months, I was on a seminar, and the speaker came to me. I told it in previous episodes as well. And he tapped me on my shoulder and he asked me if I wanted to share my story on stage, why I was there. It was a seminar, 3 day seminar for neuro-linguistics programming, because I'm very interested in how the brain works. I was always interested in that, but I was too addicted to do research to it and to learn and teach myself more about that. So I was there. And on the third day, the speaker came to me. So I thought, holy fuck, what am I going to do? Nobody knows my story. And then a voice in my mind said, no, you're going to tell your story. And there were 1,200 people over there. So I went on stage and I told my story. I said, I'm Christa. I'm a single mom of 4 children, and I am clean now for 5.5 months after an addiction for 35 years. And all the crowd, they stood up and they clapped their hands. And it was such an amazing experience because at that time, all the change I cut all the change from my shame. And that's the moment when I decided, okay, I want to go to treatment as well. So I signed up for an evening treatment and in an with an, by a rehab facility. And I went to my first meeting, and wow, the connection that I felt over there, and the feeling that I was not alone anymore. I could talk with other people that were having the same journey, and the people that were that were longer in recovery. They had so many suggestions how they did it, and yeah, it was mind blowing. And still, I'm going 3 times a week. But at this moment, I'm also a student. I'm going to college again after 33 years. And so I really had to adjust because it was really, really overwhelming. Because it wasn't only my study that was overwhelming, but yeah, also the things at home, things with my children. My oldest two children, they already lived on their own, but when they left home, I wasn't clean. I was still intoxicated from opiates, from fentanyl, from benzos. And so I really didn't experience the pain that I felt from um, yeah, them living on their own. And now my third child is leaving my home, and I just know that for a week. And ooh, it was really, really tough hearing that, because now I feel what the empty nest syndrome feels like, and I don't numb it anymore. So, yeah, I cried a lot this week. And the most beautiful thing about it is that I finally can let the uh, the feelings be there, because I never thought about feelings that if you show them that you are weak or you're flaw. No, I never thought about it like that, but I never felt them to the core because there was always a substance in the way. Because, you know, when you experience pain, when you experience trauma, and thinking by yourself that if you're showing that you're weak or that you're a flaw, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're only human. It's a normal human experience to feel that. So don't ignore it, and don't numb it, and don't push it away. Avoid it. No, just go through it, because that's the first step towards healing. And if you don't heal, you don't feel. Yeah, and that's what I experienced the last couple of months a lot, because I was really confused, because I feel very happy now. I feel alive. I feel motivated. I feel motivated always, but now I feel really motivated and determined to go after my goals, and living my dream, and that's going to school, what I'm doing now, and getting my degree and starting my own business. And yeah, and being the best version that I can be. That's really, really amazing. But a long time I couldn't do that. I couldn't feel that, and I was so confused about how can I feel happy and shit at the same time. And yeah, that didn't how do you say that didn't cope in my mind. That didn't I thought, no, you can only be or sad or happy. And now I've learned and experienced, no, that isn't true. You can feel good, but also feel sad at the same time, and let those feelings be there, and that's what I'm doing now. So that's for me a really mind-blowing mind-blowing insight, and I love it because now I am allowing so much more my 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 sad feelings about experiences. I don't see my oldest son at the moment. That feels very tough, but I have no choice because it's not okay right now, and I trust the process that it's gonna be okay again in the future. I got faith in it, and I'm patient. I pray a lot. In the past, I didn't want it to hear anything about God or a higher power or a source or anything like that. But now it's my power. It's my life force every day. I pray, and I pray to my higher power, and I ask for guidance, and I ask for patience and calmness, and more believe in myself and energy and creativity. And yeah, it's wow, recovery. It's very, very, very tough, but it's so worth it. And you are worth it, and you are enough. Never ever forget that. You're so, so worth it. And that's what I experience right now also. I just came home from an NA meeting, and um, yeah, somebody shared there that he couldn't um, um, he couldn't receive nice things, kind things. So he asked if anybody had a suggestion how he could change that. And so after the meeting, we talked a little bit, and I told him that what helped me was, because you don't say you got to do this or you have to do this. No, you share what helped yourself, and you give a suggestion. And so I shared with him that because I was disgusted of myself. When I was in addiction, the first few months of my clean time, I was disgusted of myself. And when I started transformational coaching, and in one of the models, there was the assignment for mirror work. So stand across the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and tell yourself that you love yourself. I love you. I forgive you. I'm worthy, I'm enough, I'm lovable, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm intelligent. All those things I said to myself day in, day out, still doing it. And it reprogrammed my brain in not feeling worthy, and not feeling enough, and um, feeling always ashamed of myself. It changed my look at me and my belief in me, and what I'm telling myself, that I'm worthy of everything life has to offer. And so I shared it with him. I told him, and his whole face, he smiled, and he says, "Oh, really? But it's going to be so uncomfortable. It's going to be awkward to say that to myself in a mirror." I said, "Yes, it is. It really is, because I know it is, because the first, I think, 2 3 weeks when I started that practice, I couldn't even look myself in the eye. I was still so disgusted, but I said it while not looking to myself. And after a few weeks, I was able to look myself in the eyes, and I could only cry, because what I saw was such an unhappy woman, an unhappy soul, an unhappy mom. And yeah, I only saw unhappiness. And but I was able to look myself in the eye, and then started my reprogramming, and started my healing. And Yeah, and now I'm still doing it every day. When I finish brushing my teeth, I say to myself, I love you and I forgive you because I had to forgive myself for a lot of things. Still, I'm forgiving myself for things that now pop up in my brain, because I forgot I am forgetting about a lot of things over my behavior, experiences, while I was still in active addiction. And when those things pop up, I really feel terrible, and I really need to forgive myself for that because I don't want to, I can't change it now. The only thing that I can do for the people around me and for myself is do better than yesterday and not go back to using substances. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, so I drove home from the meeting and I thought I'm gonna do an episode again. Yes, I'm ready for it again. I'm inspired. I have energy for it, and because now I'm adjust to my schoolwork because it's a lot. It's really a lot. It's a full-time study from Monday to Thursday, and on Friday it's a whole day e-learning, and then also a lot of reflection that we have to do. Um, we have to make a beautiful portfolio, and yeah, so it's a lot, and especially for somebody that didn't go to school for 33 years and was an addict all of her life. And yeah, so it's really tough, but I'm in the flow now. I'm really in the flow now, and I'm loving it. I'm really loving it because I'm doing what I always dreamed of doing, because I always wanted to go to college when I was still in my early years. But because of the circumstances, because of my childhood, because of how my life went, because of my addiction, um, yeah, it didn't go like that. But the time is when the time is, and the moment is when the moment is, and the moment is right now. So now I'm doing it, and I wish that for all of you. Really, I do. And yeah, so I'm going to be how do you say that? I'm sorry. I'm going to be active again on my podcast because I'm doing also a Dutch one. So because I am Dutch, I think you all know. That's why my English is not always that well, but I love expressing myself in English also. So yeah, so guys, I wish that for you too. And really try to practice self-love. Start with acknowledging that you're worthy and that you're enough. So go to that mirror, say it to yourself, look yourself in the eyes every day, and even when you don't feel it, your brain is reprogramming. Really, it's scientifically proven. So please try doing that because you're all deserving everything, the best of life and everything life has to offer. Really, you do. And if you need help, know that you're not alone. There is help out there. If you need help, you can send me a DM. You can send me an email to Christa.connect at gmail.com, or send me a DM on my TikTok, on my other socials. You can find me under Christa Jorissen. Yeah, and guys, I'll leave you to that. It was really nice spending some time with you again, and I see you in my next episode. And please subscribe to my channel to help me spread the message of hope and courage and love even more. And hit the like button if you like this episode. And I love you guys, and I wish you well. And remember, you're enough, you're worthy, and you can do it. You can do it. We do recover, and recovery is possible. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye.